Well, good morning, everybody. I'm Muriel Bowser, and I am with members of my team, including the Chief of Police, the Deputy Mayor for Public Safety, Lindsay Apia, and the City Administrator for the District, Kevin Donahue. We just completed a meeting with Attorney General Pam Bondi, where we were discussing the President's executive order. We're happy to take a few questions.
Mayor Muriel Carbone with DC News Now. Can you give any idea more now that you've talked to Pam Bondi about what it's going to look like with her oversight of it?
The chief can talk to you about her meetings with federal officials and their the MPD strategic plan moving forward.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. So I had the opportunity yesterday and this morning to meet with Mr. Terry Cole, who's the administrator from the DEA, and also Mr. Gadai Staralto, call him Gaddy, from the U.S. Marshal. He's the director of the U.S. Marshal. And we have been working collaboratively. I think this is going to be a good effort. It's going to be an effort that's supported by both teams, the Metropolitan Police Department as well as our federal partners. As you know, we work daily with them. What we've done at this point is we have provided the team, the administrator, with a strategic plan on how we will provide resources around our city. I think it's something that is doable. We know that we have to get illegal guns off of our street, and if we have this influx or enhanced presence, it's going to make our city even better.
Chief, what's your role in all this?
I am the Chief of Police for the Metropolitan Police Department, and being the Chief of Police, I am certainly the one who champions to ensure that we reduce violent crime across our city. That is why the mayor appointed me to do that job, which is why you've seen the reduction in crime across our city. This effort will only help us to enhance and build upon that.
Are you responding? Are you answering to Terry Cole and to Pam Bondi?
I answered to Mayor Muriel Bowser.
Chief,
let me just say this. Let us not have any controversy with that, okay? Because I know people want to build upon and create division. We're here to work together with our federal partners, and that's what we're going to do.
Chief,
and how are you going to do that? Can you explain what the National Guard is likely to do, what the federal agents are likely to do? And
so the federal
agents.
So the way we would do any operational plan across our city, we would create a plan. We would put our resources together. We would allocate and look at the locations around our city where we believe there are areas of pockets of crime that we would like to address. We also know that there are opportunities for us to build upon our community engagement with our federal partners who work with us every day, and this is the time for us to do that. I won't go into the details and the devils of our operational plan at this point, but you will see Metropolitan Police Department working side by side with our federal partners in order to enforce the efforts that we need around the city.
Can you tell us what the chain of command is now?
What does that mean?
Well, is it Pam Bondi speaking to the mayor, speaking to you, or how does this work?
So the executive order is clear. The president has requested MPD services, and our home rule charter outlines the process. The president designated Attorney General Bondi as his proxy to request services through me.
but does the Attorney General have the authority to implement changes at MPD or just request changes?
The executive order is pretty clear, and so is the law. The president has the authority by virtue of the statute to request services. Our organizational chart, how we do business, how we fund the police, how we make changes, none of that has changed.
So you retain hiring, firing?
Yes.
Mayor Bowser, you've had some time to think about it since yesterday. How do you sum up how this has played out, where you didn't know about this before it was announced?
What I'm focused on is the federal surge and how to make the most of the additional officer support that we have. We have the best in the business in MPD and Chief Pamela Smith to lead that effort and to make sure that the men and women who are coming from federal law enforcement are being well used, and that if there's National Guard here, that they're being well used, and all in an effort to drive down crime. So how we got here, or what we think about the circumstances right now, we have more police, and we want to make sure we're using them.
Are you concerned at all that some of the police that are out there are FBI agents who are assigned to offices who are now patrolling the streets at night?
I'm going to rely on the police chief to work with her counterparts to make sure people are being deployed in a useful way.
Could you explain what the nature of the relationship between the chief and the administrator is going to be during the 30-day period?
It's going to be, she's going to work hand in hand with the people that the president has designated.
Just a couple more.
And Chief, we hear in some other jurisdictions, the National Guard are made up primarily of police and law enforcement. Do we know the makeup of the DC
I wouldn't
National Guard?
be able to say that offhand. I
Lindsay,
think
would you
they
know
come
if there
from
are a lot
all
of,
backgrounds.
Are there a lot of law enforcement
There
who are
are.
actually?
There are a number of Metropolitan Police Department and officers from other law enforcement outfits, firefighters, and others who make up our DC National Guard, because that's who makes up our city.
And does the National Guard have the power to make arrests on a day-to-day basis? How does that work?
No, the National Guard is not law enforcement. And so, as the chief said, we regularly, because what we do in our city, work with the National Guard, and we'll do the same, that they will coordinate through the Metropolitan Police Department for any services that they're providing during this time.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.